is a new day in New York.
Julius Randle, he is a star now.
The resiliency and the fight, that's what you respect about this group.
The Knicks fans, they want wins. That's what we're trying to bring.
New York, we here.
Are they ever? Fresh off a win last night, Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau joins the Jump. Welcome back. We're always very happy when you stop in. And oh, look, senior writer Zach Lowe is here, too. Welcome, Coach. Thanks for coming on.
Well, thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Tibbs.
What's up, sir? How you doing?
We've got some excited panelists here. And Coach, your Knicks won last night. That was your 12th win in your last 13. You've not only put together what's going to be the team's first playoff season in 8 years, but it's just remarkable how you have really seemed to turn the franchise around in some fundamental ways. When you first took the job, what were the biggest changes you thought the team needed to get to where you are today?
Well, I think, initially just looking at the players that we had, I knew we'd have to first make a commitment to play for each other, to work hard, and to play smart and to build the right habits. And we've gotten great support from our owner, Jim Dolan, has given us everything that we've asked for. And then from our senior management team, Leon, Wes, and Scott Perry, it's been terrific. And you can't say enough about what Julius Randle has done. He's had an MVP-type season, just the impact on winning, his leadership. And then we've had a number of other players step up and just play great basketball for us.
Tibbs. Now I get to ask you a question finally. I got the floor. I'm used to you having the floor. Now I get to ask you the question. Hey, Tibbs, look, first of all, I want to say I'm proud of the job that you're doing, but I want to ask you, your time away, how was it? How did it affect you for us being able to look at the game differently so that when you did come back into this situation, how to handle this new generation of talent? Because I'm watching you let Julius Randle and Derrick Rose and Quickly and R.J. Barrett, you cutting them loose offensively. This ain't the Tibbs I knew. I know, okay?
Well, Perk, you always trying to work that angle in Boston. You wanted to have the ball in your hands, make plays, shoot the three. Yeah, but that wasn't happening. No, but yeah, I think the big thing is, you always want to learn and grow and challenge yourself. And the NBA game is always changing. It never stays the same. It's in the 90s, it was played one way. The early 2000s played another way. It's always evolving. But the things that go into winning, that always stays the same. The hard work, the discipline, the playing together, making a commitment, sacrificing for the team, being strong on both ends of the floor. That stays the same. So we're fortunate. We have a great group of guys. R.J. Barrett's having a terrific season. Our vets, we've got Derrick Rose, Taj, Alec Burks, Reggie Bullock. They're all doing a phenomenal job. Alfred Payton. And then the center position, we started off the season with Mitchell Robinson, who was playing terrific, but Nerlens Noel has been fantastic all year. And then, of course, Taj Gibson stepping in and doing the things that he's done. It's been a great team effort. It's a very together team, and every night we believe we have a chance to win.
It was really great hearing Taj Gibson talk about how this is living out his childhood dream playing for the Knicks. But, Coach, I want to get back to something else you mentioned in that answer. You brought up your time in Boston with Perk. Of course, you guys on that magical run to the 2008 title. I need your best Perk story, Coach, because we need to tell some stories on Kendrick Perkins. That's what this is about.
When I got there in the middle of the summer, and I'll never forget, Perk was there, and he wasn't in, let's just say he wasn't in the best of shape. But so we were having a little workout, and we had a good group. Tony Allen, we had a bunch of guys in, Rajon Rondo, and they started working, and then things picked up, and you could see Perk was hurting a little bit, but he wouldn't quit, and he had to step off the court a couple times and take care of some business, but then he came back, he would not leave. And let me tell you something, though. He was such a critical part of that team. He and Kevin anchored that defense, and it was special.
Hey, Coach. Early in the season when you guys were rampaging on defense, some of us were a little skeptical, saying the Knicks are giving up too many threes, it won't sustain, teams will start hitting their threes at a normal rate, and a couple of things happened. You started allowing fewer threes as the season went on. So what I want to know is, were you worried about the threes, and what changed in your defense to start limiting the threes a little bit?
Well, I think the big thing was I saw the commitment by our players in practice and how they were flying around. So it was the ball, the paint, react out, cover the line. And so even though they were the shots that the so-called experts were charting, you don't know who's doing the charting. And you don't know how quickly those closeouts are occurring. But I saw the way we were challenging shots and the way we can make up ground quickly. And I felt like we would be good defensively. And we became a multiple effort team, and guys are tied together. And that's the one thing we count on every night. We count on our defense, our rebounding, and our ability to share the ball and make plays for each other. But I thought our defense would be a strong suit right from the beginning.
Well, that is a Tom Thibodeau team, friend. We
absolutely.
know the defense is going to be strong. Julius Randle, obviously, also strong. Just real revelation for this team this year. We had him on the show last week, Tibbs, and he raved about you. Take a listen to what your star player said behind your back.
I think me and him really hit it off just because from the beginning, I saw how serious he took his craft, and he saw how serious I took the craft. I call Tibbs a beast, man, because everything we do, he's so detailed, no matter what it is, for practice, to shoot around, very detailed. He don't miss anything from film, whatever it is. Like, he's on point with everything. And I love that because every game that we play, we feel like we're prepared as if it's a playoff game. Tibbs is amazing, man. I love playing for him. I love competing with him. There's no other coach I would want to go to war with, man. I love him.
All right, we lost Coach there for a second. You saw him blink out there, but it really has been tremendous to see that partnership this year. Perk, oh, no, we got him back. All right, great. So, Tibbs, again, your guys talk about you even when you're not there. It is all
Rachel.
love. I loved seeing that.
I'm sure they do.
Rachel, he had to fade away a little bit and wipe his eyes. He didn't want Tibbs. Don't want the world to see him shed no tears. That was the emotional moment. I kind of got teary-eyed.
Tibbs, what do you make of what Julia said?
I can't say it. I just caught bits and pieces of it, but I can't say enough about him. And when I first got hired, I asked him to come in the summer just to spend some time with him. And I wanted to see where he was conditioning-wise. And once I saw that, and then I saw the way he was shooting the ball, I just felt like the way that his capacity for work, the shape that he was in, I knew that he would be the type of leader that could help lift the group. And then I can't say that I saw all of this coming just because he's been great. Not only, individually, his numbers speak for themselves, but it's what he's done for the team and his impact on winning that's made him so special. And if you're a young player and you come into the gym and you see a guy who is your best player there, first one in, last one to leave, coming back at night, that's leadership to me. That's the best type of leadership that you can have. So I think all our young guys have benefited from that. And then his unselfishness, I think his willingness to make plays for his teammates, it becomes contagious. And all his teammates are doing the same thing. They're all playing for each other, and that's made the group successful.
It's really remarkable how often the answer is hard work, right? I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. Talent. You guys have had great leadership in the front office with Leon Rose, Worldwide West, Scott Perry, your coaching, Tibbs. But so much of this is about, are you the first one in? Are you the last one out? Are you willing to do the work? Your teams are always a hallmark of those for us in the NBA. We appreciate it. It's so much fun to watch. Thank you, Coach, for being with us.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. Take care.
Hey, Tibbs, I'll see you soon.
Take care,
All
Coach.
right, Mark.
We'll see you in the
Rachel,
playoffs,
bye.
Tibbs. That's the best way to say it. We'll see you in the postseason. All right, guys, coming up, the Bucks beat the Nets Sunday night in a tight game. What did they prove heading into their rematch tonight?